Hello everyone, so before we're gonna start this video, I'm gonna be doing it a little bit shorter, the waiting part. I have the six subjects with me, so we're gonna just do that real fast at the end of the session. I really hope you guys will enjoy this video. I feel like I've just talked a little bit too much in the other video, so yeah, and I will be running it alone today because my brother has a lot of schoolwork to do, so yeah, then it's only me. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the climbing later. I feel like this gym is not going to get a good root setting score. I also just don't recommend this gym to like anybody that wants to be getting better or that wants proper boulders to be set, because like this gym sucks, not only with grading but also just with root setting, you know. Like there's also like nobody, like you see this. Literally like 10 people max. Well, I don't care, like I can film better then. Alright. Like I don't know if I'm gonna count this too, but it really sucks to film here, to be honest, because like everything is like really weirdly placed, so I have to also weirdly place the camera. But alright, let's try this yellow one. So the red one, the 10 year, is purely friction dependent. 7A if you can hold it, because like the rest is really easy. And like it's like not 7B plus at all. Mint here, like 7A until like the dyno, and like the end hold. So that boulder also sucks. So I would like already like graded like a 2, but alright. So yeah, before we're gonna start with grading this gym, I want to show you guys a boulder real fast that I tried with a other person in this gym. I think it was a pretty cool one, and it's supposed to be a replica of it's supposed to be a replica of Power of Now. So yeah, I really hope you guys will enjoy that climb. And I think after that we'll be grading the gym. So yeah, I'm now gonna rate the gym. Let's first begin with root setting. So I'm gonna give root setting here not that high. I'm gonna give it 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I feel like some of the boulders are really technical and weird, and I really liked the blue 9 and the yellow 9. But I also feel like the yellow 9, where you just have to catch the hold, is just really dangerous. Also with this min boulder you have to quint bench. I don't feel like that's really healthy for your fingers too. I feel like if you already have a finger injury, or like if you already like have like a lot of finger problems, I feel like the mint behind me, mint 9, is just like really like, it's super fingery first of all, and second of all it's just like the end hold also is just really weird. You don't have any footholds anymore. It's just that I like found a little module there on the side, otherwise I couldn't even like top it out. So I feel like I have to give the root setting here a 4. But I feel like if you like a advanced climber, I feel like you just don't have anything to do with like the boulders here. I also feel like I've almost done every 9 now in this gym. I have literally nothing to do, because the 10s here are just like, some are nice to do, some are just like, really weird and don't really like have a point to them. So I feel like there's like, you're really fast done with this gym, and like also the grading is like really unstable. You have like an 8A in like the corner, and then you have like a 7B, which feels like harder than a 7C in like a older corner. I feel like the grading here just doesn't make any sense, so that's why I give it a 4. It's that there are some pretty good boulders in this gym, and I feel like that's mostly like what this gym wants to do. It's just to make really cool boulders so you can like film it and show it to your friends. But yeah, I just feel like you just don't have anything like to do after a certain amount of time. I also feel like the root setting is like, doesn't really have a goal except just, for like looking cool. That's like the whole thing I feel like with this gym. And like, of course there are technical climbs, but I feel like the root setting here isn't good enough, I feel like. And I also just don't really recommend climbing here more than like 2 times, because you're just eventually gonna get bored and then you're just gonna leave. Just take that from me. So yeah, I give the root setting a 4. Now the training area. I feel like the training area here is really nice. You have a pretty good training area right like there, which has like a timer. You can like see how much time has passed. It's like a digital clock, and there's like weights in place where they should be. There's like pull-up bars, hangboards. Like it's also a pretty big space, and it also like has like a little bit of like a ventilation for the summer. So I feel like the training area here is pretty good. There's also like 2 filter boards, a 40 degree and a 30 degree. I feel like the training area here is pretty good, and I think I'm gonna rate it a 9. Why do I give it a 9? Well, because I think this is like one of the best training areas. Yeah, it's only like that there isn't like any safety signs, because otherwise it would get a 10. So yeah, now for the cleanliness. There are some boulders that I felt were a little bit greasy. Definitely also with the mint hair, it didn't feel super clean. But I would say for a standard gym, this boulder gym was pretty clean. So I would grade it, well, let's say like a 7.5, because like it still has like the sweaty holds from Krachtstof. So yeah, I'm just gonna grade it the same as Krachtstof, 7.5. So I would say the friendliness here is like a 7.5. The reason for that is because I feel like some people are like here with headsets in, and I don't really feel like comfortable with like the camera around here super much. Like of course I can like film, but there's a lot of people asking like, does that guy film? Like I can like hear that from like the back. I feel a little bit weirded out, and also a lot of people are looking at me. I had that less in Krachtstof than here, so I also think like with talking, like there's a lot of nice people here. I've like climbed with 2 people, and I've also talked with like I think 1 person about like climbing and stuff. So I would say this gym is really social, and I think also like I think this gym is really like has really social people. There's also like one of the staff members that also just talk with me about like climbing and stuff. So I feel like this gym is pretty social. But I feel like it's missing a little bit of like, you know, that there's like a lot of people around you. Like there's like sometimes there's like 3 people in the gym, and sometimes there's like 20 people in the gym. I just feel like it's most of the time it's just empty, and I just don't really feel like there's much sociality going on here. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. So yeah, now for the air quality. I had a pretty bad few months with the air quality here in this gym. It seems really big, but in the summers it's like hell in here. There is like some, like you can like put the doors open, or like the windows, they can like go up, but it just really doesn't matter if it's like summer and there's like wind still. It's like really hot here in the summer. The ventilation, you almost don't really feel it. There's like 4 places in the whole gym that have ventilation. There's like not that much ventilation like on the ground like Krachtstof has. It's like really high up. Like I can literally show it to you guys now. Like there's the ventilation. Why is it so high up? You almost don't even feel like the air at all, like the cool air at all. So I feel like I'm gonna give the ventilation / air conditioning here a 4, because I don't feel anything if I'm like climbing in this gym, and there's like no ventilation at all. I just don't feel anything. Like in the winter I can feel like air like everywhere, but in the summer you just don't feel like almost like anything. Like it's like this little, while you need this big of like ventilation. So I would say like a 4. So yeah, that was the conditioning, but the air quality itself, well, it's pretty good. Like, but like in summers it just feels like really sweaty. Like you can smell a little bit of like the sweat. In Krachtstof it's like much worse, but I feel like here it's like fine. So I would say like a 6. 6 for like because like it doesn't always smell really like good in here, like, and also like the air quality itself is also not that great in here too, always. So I would say like a 6. Like it's like not bad, but also like not good. So yeah, now safeness and safety. I would say the safety and safeness in this gym, I think I'm gonna have to give it a 5.5. The reason for this is like you have like a jump, like modules that go like this, and then it's like you have to land, and like there was like a lot of mat was like missing. Like I could have like fallen and just got like straight to the ground with my head and just could have gotten like a head injury. And also like with like the blocked crimps here, it's even worse than in Krachtstof. Here it's like you really like have to hang in like the crimp already when it's already blocked, and then you have like to even like get like 3 fingers on it and like, you know. And there's like also like it's like everything is blocked. Like there are some slopers, but it's like this much. And like with the slabs, it's also really dangerous sometimes. You just have like really tiny footholds, and like it's like one slip and it's like over. And like razor blades on like slab. There was like a slab 9 which I tried a little bit, but like it's not like you had really tiny crimps, and I could also already like feel my fingers, and like no, I didn't want to try that one. And like the mint or like light blue behind me was also like a lot worse than I expected, because like that crimp match was like horrible. So I think that's like, and there's also like a lot of dynamic stuff here. I feel like dynamic stuff is not really like that dangerous, but the thing with the dynamic stuff in this gym is that the dynamic stuff that's usually made in this gym is like dynamic stuff you don't see in a competition, or that is like straight up like weird or dangerous. So I would say like safety/safeness. Well, let's give it a 5.5. Like it could be worse. Like. Alright, so now for the total score. I didn't do the total score in the gym, so I'm now doing it at home because I just didn't have enough time because it was quite late. The total score is a 6.2. Yeah, I would say this gym is like, the only thing that carried it to like getting a 6 is basically the training area. Like my advice for climbing Krachtstof is, if you are like a beginner, it's quite a good gym. Until you get to like 7A category, then it just gets downhill, because like you will feel that there's like almost no 7As that you can do eventually after like a few sessions, if you are like, climbing 7As pretty consistently. And like if you're going higher than 7B, there are like really bad 7Bs, like really crimpy ones and just really straight up like ladders. And there is also like 7Bs that are like really weird, or like overly like too hard and complicated for no reason. And yeah, if I were you guys, I would just only climb here if you're a beginner, or like either a beginner or like either a like advanced, like, or if you like want to have like a consistent grade of 7A. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and later.